Ready?
Set.
Hey everyone, it's Mera Mangle.
And Chasity Valentino.
And welcome to another Mangled morning. Woo! I always say that underboob, there's not enough of that in the world, so I'm glad you're providing that to
Yeah,
folks.
I'm giving you a little underboob.
How you been, gal?
I've been blessed and highly flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have been going pretty good
I
for
love
me.
that we went natural today with the makeup.
Yeah, very.
Just makeup free. I'll be honest with you, I do have a lash on.
Yeah, you know what I was going to ask, but I wasn't sure because it just blends.
This is payback for the time that I did this to you.
She did set me up
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, speaking of setups, lots of drama. I don't know if you've been keeping up with all this Mistress drama.
Oh, girl.
But another week, another new feud for Mistress. Last week it was all about Willam. And during the Willam feud, a new feud arose with lots of messy details with Eureka. On Drag Race Brazil, we had our first double save of the season. Was it warranted? We'll get into that. And Drag Race France All-Stars, where we had our first shocking elimination based on track record of the season. The girl who won just last week went home.
Yeah.
And the other girl that stayed, that was in the bottom with her, was in the bottom the previous week as well. So, like...
And those eliminations?
They're heartbreaking.
Well, leading
They're
up to
heavy.
this, they've all been finalists of their season.
Except for Magnetica, the first girl out. But yeah, you're right. So we're going to get into all that. But before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube, which helping support the channel. Now you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or Cash App, like Keith R., who said that they're celebrating leaving their corporate furniture sales job to work for an independent fashion designer. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for making my mornings mangled.
You're welcome, Keith.
And congratulations.
That's amazing.
Now you can also tip using the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over some of those at the end of the video. So from sales to fashion.
From furniture to fashion.
I hope they get to do something fashion related. Sounds more creative.
Maybe they're going to fashion. Maybe they're going to do fashion with furniture. So design couches.
That's true. I'm thinking of clothes, but that doesn't mean it has to be.
Yeah.
You can
Somebody's got to design the couches and the love seats and the.
I thought that was Ashley.
Yeah,
Or-
they're about sick of her.
Kira House is local, so that reference won't work. But
and the carpet queen died.
Becky, the queen of carpets.
Yeah.
I guess you could take up that role now.
Oh, can I
Queen
be
of carpets.
Chasity, the carpet queen? Oh.
So last week, the whole Willam and Mistress feud. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
They kind of did.
I mean, I have X. I scroll.
Yeah.
It was a lot, honestly.
It was a lot.
It really was a lot. I feel like Mistress is spiraling. And Willam is reaching so hard for people to, like... She's like, pick me, no, choose my side. I'm kind of curious as to why. Willam's never struck me as that kind of girl all these years. I've never seen her be so, like...
Double down on it?
Double down, but also so invested in what other people think.
Right. Well,
Like, she must really be trying hard to get back on the show.
Or maybe she feels like public opinion is against, like she's losing the public opinion or
Yeah,
something.
I
Well,
don't know.
speaking of that, I mean, eventually we could maybe ask her here on Mangle Morning, because she did comment on last week's video. So we talked about a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
one of the things we talked about was her elimination story. Willam said, my elimination story hasn't changed. Happy to come on your show and lay it out, and we can call it the last time ever.
Oh.
So we might be able to get that. Let us know in the comments below if you want Willam to come on Mangle Morning and have that final discussion about her elimination.
That'd be sickening. I just recently learned about her,
This necklace keeps doing that.
I don't even know what to call it, her dismissal from All Stars 1.
Oh, yeah. Her.
She just recently talked about that, too, which is, like, how devastating, though, to be there, getting ready.
That song, she has a song called RuPaul that's,
Yeah.
like, literally about that. It's funny. We've heard that happen over the years. People like Laganja, that happened to her on All Stars, too. And she got so burnt that she's like, I'm never preparing anything, never coming back. So it's, yeah.
And then she came back as a lip sync assassin.
She did do that, yeah. And Willam actually did pop up in one of the untucks in the, like, gold bar for All Stars 1.
Do we think that Willam really got a fair shake?
Oh, on Drag Race?
Yeah, like overall, like of redemption.
Well, I mean, she's never got a redemption because she's never come back. But,
Right.
I mean, I always say, and I said in that video too, that she's like the blueprint for like before any of the girls were making a brand and doing it from Drag Race.
She is the blueprint for Drag Race branding.
She is, yeah. She also hasn't needed it, but she's always still, like, in the zeitgeist. So, like, you know, the reason why her and Mistress were fighting is because her and Alaska cover Drag Race every week. So, like, in a way, she's still, like...
She's still relevant.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. She's still relevant in the Drag Race world. However, I think that she's kind of been put on the outs of, like...
Oh, yeah.
The invite backlist.
Right.
And
she's talking about how she was, you know, on an email list, and then eventually she found out she was removed from the list of things going on, you know. This glove's already going to come off. Because this is my glove that I do my hair and the mouse with. Willam was making lots of posts referencing the feud, and on one of those posts, Eureka left a comment.
She did.
A lengthy comment about Mistress. She called her a big fat rat. What a weird thing to say. Said she had a bad experience with her.
The worst experience.
The worst, yeah. Almost sounds like over-the-top camp, the way she was describing her. She was struggling to get ready for Canada vs. the World, but she complimented Willam, saying, "You opened your wardrobe in kindness to me." Mistress, however, promised
wait a minute.
me...
What Willam loan her? Some lotions and perfumes?
Maybe hair.
Oh, hair,
I think she did say hair
jewelry,
and costumes, but...
Now, I know there's stretch fabric, but we ain't gonna push it.
She did ask Mistress, and Mistress never came through for her. But also, she's asking to borrow stuff for free or asking to have stuff.
Yeah.
So she's calling her out because she didn't just give her stuff for Drag Race. What the... Like, on paper, like, before we even look at Mistress's stuff, it already sounds like...
It just sounds really weird.
It sounds really petty.
And it sounds like you were unprepared to go do what you were doing.
I mean, for 5.5 years of doing this, I would say every 6 months, 8 months, there is a story about some girl fighting with Eureka. You know, like she is the girl that manages to get... She got into it with... she got into big trouble earlier, like a few weeks ago, when, you know, it really looked like it was a setup for Ginger. And she made a post about, like, congratulations on winning. And there's, like, 4 episodes to go still. To Ginger very sarcastically.
Yeah.
Just last year,
just
the
like
whole
Mistress.
kimchi thing. Well, Mistress did that to her face on the show,
Yeah.
They're equally petty. So I guess that's a lovely thing that we'll have to look forward to.
Those are very strong, petty personalities.
But the thing is...
But Mistress likes to throw... Or not Mistress... Eureka likes to throw rocks and hide her hand.
She pretends as if...
What? What did I do?
She pretends as if she's not that girl.
Yeah.
Mistress at least owns it.
She'll double down on it.
Same with Willam, especially when it comes to money, but, I mean, Eureka already talked about it in that post. It's a very sensitive subject. I mean, as we saw with Aja, but this is obviously a very different situation than that, you know. What do you think about her calling her out like this and posting all the text messages?
When you air dirty laundry, you have to be ready for the retaliation.
Yeah.
And you also have to be prepared.
You brought it up. You made it public.
Since you made it public, let me publicize my side of this. Mistress was like, well, if you're going to make me the bad guy, let me be the bad guy. Let me go ahead and drop these here screenshots, these receipts right here. I'm going to sprinkle these right on down the timeline.
She has documentation to back up every claim she makes, which is unlike most.
Baby, I got
like, it's not
text
hearsay.
messages dating back to the 90s.
I would not F with her. She's got all the details.
Eureka tried to make it seem like she only asked for these costumes, and her experience was the worst dealing with Mistress. But you're on here asking for a lot more than costumes and
just like random money. Like, I need $20, I need $200, I need help, girl.
But do you know
why are you going on the show if you can't even get through the day?
Do you know what my favorite part of this whole fight was?
Huh.
All the RuGirls and everybody on X who were posting pictures and captioning them, "I'm where the trade left me." I'm where the trade left me.
That was the weirdest one. That was so bizarre.
Me. Like,
was she at an airport?
Child, I don't know where she was, but I'm where the trade left me. But asking for money because my funds are tied up. I don't get paid until this day. Taxes.
You know, it's tax season, girl.
And then
it is for everyone.
You're like, oh, you're such a good sister, da 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 da. And the kicker to me, it is quite apparent here that you only text her when you need something.
When she needs money.
Yeah.
Or costumes. Like, it's kind of mind-boggling. She's traveling and doing HBO shows and going on Canada's vs. the World.
Like,
yeah,
what you doing with your money, girl?
She can't even get out of this Chili's. Like, she's a grown adult. What do you mean trade left you? Go home.
And my thing is there were people like in comments trying to like defend Eureka.
I don't believe that. I've never seen that. No gay people say that.
And do you know
on that Oprah meme? No gay people have ever said that.
Utilizing like, how dare you attack
for needing money,
a trans woman for needing money who's overcoming addiction? And I'm like, you can be trans, you can be sober, you could be overcoming addiction and still be a shitty person.
Hello. It's appearing as if we're on Mistress's side every week. But this time, like, it's pretty cut and dry to me. I mean, Eureka just has such a long history of this nonsense.
There are times, like, on the show where we weren't on Mistress's side. We talked about her temper tantrums. Yeah. And from my life experience, and I can only speak from the I, this behavior and asking for money quite frequently is that of somebody who has some kind of substance abuse issue. Mm. Like, you're either asking me for money for telling me it's for something that it's not, or
it sounds like she just needs to get money to get through the day.
Yeah, you've blown through all of your money doing things you shouldn't have been doing. You need to be a financially responsible adult. I've never understood this behavior as an adult. I don't make, 3 figures. Or 6 figures. I
don't make $100.
I don't make $100, but I don't make 6 figures. However, I manage my money appropriately because I'm an adult, and that's what I have to do.
I normally do. Of course, at the start of this year, I had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, things change, but you still.
But I'm not relaunching, a GoFundMe every month.
Yeah, you're not constantly asking for something. I asked for community engagement when needed, like whenever I went through
raising money for something.
The medical things that were very expensive. I asked for help during that time. When I'm competing for a pageant, when I ask for sponsorship for a pageant, I am simply asking if you feel so inclined.
Right.
Go ahead and do so, because there are
to help me reach this goal.
Because there are people out there that want to support you and help you.
Right.
I'm not going friend to friend asking them, "Hey, can I get $200?"
And it's not for anything. It's just to get through the damn day.
Can I get $200? Because I'm where the trade left me.
You are 40 years old. What the hell does that mean?
Eureka, it's okay to be quiet sometimes.
Like, you can't be loud and talk about somebody like that when it's nuts that she would do it.
And you inserted yourself in something that had nothing to do with her. And to somebody who has clearly helped you, but when they didn't help you this last time around the way you intended or the way you expected them to.
Or the amount of times.
Or the amount of times you wanted them to. Like, that's what gets me, is the entitlement of the expectation of somebody to do something for you. You can't expect you out of other people. That's one thing I've learned. Like, I can't expect my intentions or my heart or what I
or like
do,
what you give.
What I give from other people to give to me.
You got to give it without.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I never expect anything from anybody else. Everything that I get is a blessing. And I receive my blessings, and I'm very grateful for them. However, it's never an expectation. And I feel like you expected these people to help you on your journey.
You're almost doing it with, like, ill intentions if you're expecting something back in a way.
Right. But here you are.
But she's not giving anything.
How many times have you been on the show?
4, right? 3 or 4.
You're touring. You've been on another show.
HBO.
You get booked.
Does she, though?
Well, she gets booked.
I've never paid attention to that.
Where's your coins? I've personally worked with a lot of RuGirls in shows, and I can guarantee you they don't cross the threshold of a stage until they have been paid. All these messages without her response.
And then she's, like, realizing why Mistress isn't responding. And it looks like that's all that... So it sounds like that's how they left off in January. And then she left the comment on Willam's thing. Publicly. Like, say that, if you're going to talk about her like that, send that to a message to Willam in private.
She's jumping on the bandwagon. She wanted attention. She's a woe is me girl. Oh, gal, she got me too.
I mean, we've seen it on TV. We've seen it on the internet. It's the same old, nothing new.
Eureka,
nothing new, nothing's changed.
My advice to you is, please, just get it together, girl.
The girls were trying to get it together on the talk show. I had that worded really well in my head, and then it all came out wrong. Which is funny, because I was going to make reference to us hosting a show.
We
and being successful at it. But I can't get the words out. There was different levels of success on the Brazil talk show, but there was also, like, some that were so bad, you couldn't look away, like cringe.
success looks different on everybody.
Mine's a little mangled.
It's a little
That's why it's the brand.
It's a little mangled.
The first group was the morning show. Then they had an afternoon one and an evening one. They were the same thing. They were just all like light, fluffy talk shows.
But I mean, like, I think morning and afternoon talk shows are kind of similar things. I think in my head that
evening you could get spicier.
Evening is spicier and a little more comedic. It's a little more.
You could go further. You could
talk about things you probably wouldn't talk about on daytime TV. Now, also, what you probably don't do on daytime TV is show up in a floor-length sequin gown. One has on daytime appropriate television attire.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them are in gowns. A velvet gown on Melody.
A velvet gown under them lights on the daytime TV show.
At least they're sitting over there, like... Okay. It makes it look like Adora is the actual host. So Adora and Melody really made kind of zero impact for me.
Yeah.
Of course, they had to interview one of the judges. Desiree did make an impact and was very memorable, but not for the right reason.
I wish she would just sit back, please, and be quiet.
Actually, on morning talk shows, you can get serious, but, like, it shouldn't be all serious.
There's got to be an ebb and flow.
Yeah, you could have moments, but this was a series of questioning all about negativity.
It was almost an interrogation versus a
because sometimes she wouldn't even let her finish.
Yeah.
It was all about backlash and negativity online and haters and and giving specifics about, what's the worst thing you've heard?
Yeah.
Like you almost sound like a little creepy, you're getting into it.
As a black queer woman, how do you feel about the violence? And I think violence kind of translates.
I don't think that word translated right.
Yeah, and I think that it means like attacks on you, like personal attacks.
Probably hate, yeah.
I don't think they meant like violence, because that was such a strong word to use. I was like, whoa!
Like violence.
But no.
It did that on the dub and on the subtitles.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But it just... It kept circling back to that, and I'm like, this isn't giving talk show.
She asked like 5 times more questions than anyone else, Yeah.
But
it was like she was getting into it, But you should be able to look at your guests, like you could visibly see she was uncomfortable. Like you could see in her face she was done with it. Weird how she was like almost like doing it so joyfully, but your guest is like so uncomfortable.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, she
was exhausted with the line of questioning.
Can we ask about like my career? What's been the highlight of my career? What do I enjoy about being in the spotlight?
She won reality shows. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Why are we not talking about what's it like to win
Let's
the haters?
Let's talk about the excitement. I love whenever they ask, how do you balance these things and how do you navigate the negative? But then we move back to like, so tell me about what's been one of the highlights since you won.
Right. What's the most like unexpected thing happening from winning? And the whole like morning breath, I don't know if they came up with that name for the show, but it just didn't work. It was awkward. And also like...
It was uncomfortable.
Was Desiree the morning breath? Is that what it's supposed to be like an attack of morning breath? The second group was by far the best group. The only really good group.
I really enjoyed this. Like, I enjoyed their color coordination. They all looked like they were hosting daytime TV.
Right.
That's a big part of it. Like, you have to remember, like, what would you wear to host a daytime TV show?
This honestly felt like a real show.
Yeah.
The conversation flowed as if nothing was scripted, honestly. Besides the Bhelchi breaking the fourth wall, but that was funny.
I enjoyed this group. It was really good. Like I said, the color combination, I don't know if they really had thoroughly planned that out, but it just blended so well.
There is a yellow theme for all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked. They worked seamlessly together.
They did, yeah.
And I think that's what makes a good team in a talk show.
And Melina got to pick the team. And she actually kind of felt like the main host.
Yeah.
I thought she did well. What Bhelchi did with breaking the fourth wall, like, one, she was completely natural at participating throughout it, but when she would break the fourth wall and do her little like bombshell, like and recap, but in a spicy way, as if it's like a news tease.
Yeah,
that was really clever, but also really hard to pull off. Like that could be so awkward.
It could have bombed,
but she sold
terribly, but it was good.
Her personality, like she was committed. You got to be committed. Now
the next group was committed.
They were committed, but it lacked self-awareness. It's like if Bhelchi only did that and didn't actually interact or ask real questions.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what they did to me. Like, their characters just weren't likable. It didn't make for a good interview. It was awkward. It wasn't as bad as Desiree's, like the first group, I guess, because I mean, they kept it moving.
I don't know. I feel like evening time talk shows are when you ask those kind of like, you ask the good and the bad, but then you ask the fun stuff, like the stuff that you might not.
And evening feels like it should be the most loose.
Yeah.
And like a weird thing to do is like do the back to you, you know, or like I'm snooty fashion woman.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking at you. Like that feels like not appropriate for any time of day.
And at first it was kind of funny.
Show.
Like they were like, we do the show on our back.
That's funny for like a moment, but like then you got to turn around and get into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna start.
Right.
Just talk to the wall.
Talk to the wall.
We'll never make eye contact. That'd be so weird. I can't even do it.
Well, you know what's funny is the first couple years, if you remember, I never really turned my head.
Yeah.
I would look at you like this, but I wouldn't turn my whole head because I tried to for some reason do what Raven does on Fashion Photo Reveal. But now I'm just like, hey, like I have to remind myself to look forward and pay attention and act
I
professional.
remind myself too because I find myself looking at you when I'm talking, and then I'll be like, oh
It's
yeah,
when we
there's
move,
a camera
it's
there.
when we switch to these chairs.
Yeah.
Because before we were on stools. When we were on stools, it was a different energy.
Hold on.
It's like you're at a soccer game all of a sudden. Ole! Getting to the runway. All right!
Oopsies.
That's hilarious.
I was not expecting it to do that.
The runway was Brazil folklore. And so this is our first group. We got Adora, Desiree, and Melody Queen.
And honestly, Adora, like, I'm kind of into it.
She's giving like a genie coming out like...
A genie / a gnome. That hat is giving me
that hat
gnome.
does give gnome.
I did like the hair.
You know, she's one of those queens that every week when I see her in a different hair color, it's like she looks like a different person.
Yeah. It was really cute.
Desiree was, I think, probably my least favorite of the runway. Actually, when I do like a cheetah print, I love Ride with Cheetah.
I do
but
too.
not this. This just was messy. It was just
This was
not
a fool.
well executed.
First of all, what is this mug?
The paint.
The paint.
She clearly had not practiced the red beat. You know.
It was a dog's fool. I'm not opposed to the costume, but there's just a lot going on with also a lot missing.
The pieces just don't look as nice as they should, and especially when this runway was actually pretty elevated. You know, like the girls really brought it, and she just looked a rung below.
She looked cheap compared to everybody else.
I want to say that Melody Queen, we go from dog to wolf. I want to say she's my favorite of the week.
Yeah, that
for
look,
Brazil, it's so good.
Just the detail.
Her makeup was perfect.
I loved everything about this except
the shoe.
That damn strip.
But you know what's funny is maybe why I didn't notice it before is you can't see it
through the hair.
Yeah, it's only like from the side, I think.
But when they started that lip sync later,
you can see
I was like, them damn stripper shoes.
She looked. This is her best look of the season. It's amazing.
It's sickening, stunning.
Next, our winning group, Melina, Mercedes, and then Bhelchi. Melina, as she was doing her voiceover, it sounds like she just didn't do the category. She was like, I'm an alien, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, is this folklore? I don't think so. But she also came in with a suit first over that.
She looks like the Fifth Element in pink.
She looks like a Power Ranger villain.
Very
like Rita
that.
Repulsive
Very
Summoner.
that. What was that pink thing on? Remember the children's movie? Well, it's not a children's movie. Well, it is. Stay with me now. A Disney movie called Deck the Halls, and it had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, whenever he was trying to get the toy for his son. Remember that?
Sinbad.
Yeah, remember Sinbad as that big wolf thing?
No.
He dressed up. Arnold Schwarzenegger dressed up as the superhero, and then Sinbad was the villain when they were in the parade.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it gives.
That's what it reminds me of.
It gives daytime kid show.
It gives.
I mean, it would be a fierce Power Ranger villain for sure.
And the next one,
this one, it was messy. It looked like too many ideas or something.
I like her makeup and her hair.
Her makeup was good, and I think that's why she's not my least favorite because Desiree just didn't have any of it.
Yeah, this
the bust, like the headshot alone, is fierce.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this the
box.
The box that's supposed to be like a screen. It looks very craft time.
Yeah, It looks like she threw that together.
And
it just doesn't match, how good the makeup is.
I don't know what's going on at the bottom.
Now, Bhelchi's was very different top to bottom, but it was actually very beautiful. She's giving lily pad, flower.
Knowing me and my dance background, you know I loved this because it also pays homage to a ballerina with the traditional ballerina skirt. And if you pay attention to the lacing of her shoe, it looks like a point shoe. And the way you would lace it up.
Oh, yeah. But it was a pump.
But it was a pump.
It
but
did have that
It looks similar to a point shoe. So she's like a ballerina flower to me. And I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It was probably my second favorite.
It's the best she's looked for sure, too. The shoe, I think just the color of the green was a little...
Yeah, it didn't go well.
I just couldn't stop looking at it from when they would do wide shots.
However, I do like the detail
and
into the ballerina.
Her hair and makeup and the pink, I couldn't be more perfect.
And look, somebody successfully utilizing butterflies.
Right. You gotta.
I'm sure they weren't live.
They have to not be real, and then you have to use them sparingly. Not just dump them on the floor.
Okay.
And then finally, our team of two. We've got Ruby and Poseidon. These were pretty fierce.
They were.
I would say in terms of best group, in terms of looks, they would win for that.
Ruby was like, "Let me show you how to do this little red and leopard and correctly."
I could see this being a folklore character.
Yeah. Very that. I enjoyed it. This one...
Full Dragula.
I was just about to say Dragula. This is kind of sickening, though.
It is. It's great. It's fully formed.
But why do I want to do this look and I want to come out and do Bag Lady? I just want to drag them around.
Hit the track.
Bag Lady. Yeah, it's kind of tea.
But it's that plus meets Jeepers Creepers.
Yes.
It's like that monster from Jeepers Creepers. It's so crazy because Poseidon Queen is like a comedy queen. So this was so unexpected.
I've always wanted to do alternative drag to this level because that's one genre of drag that I've never dabbled in. I've gotten a little kooky, but not.
The most I've done is Batman's Two-Face, the character, but also One Side of Me Still Gorgeous, so.
It is so grunge gore, but so well put together.
And the fabrics and everything looks textured and lived in, it's for a movie. So Ruby and Poseidon were the safe queens. And after Grag Queen calls them safe, she does this thing where she stops them and she goes, "Oh, time to stop being safe," essentially. Ruby goes, "It's fine, relax." She literally said that to her, right after she said that, and then she walked away. And we didn't cut to Grag Queen saying anything, but the nerve.
Okay.
The nerve. It was fierce. It was so fierce because it was so true because they both have been doing well.
Yeah.
That would be cute on someone else, but not these girls. And Ruby was not happy. Ruby is the girl. Ruby is.
It's fine.
She said, "You need to relax." She's more comfortable than the host. Okay. And Bhelchi got her first win.
Yeah.
I think it was very well deserved. It was very clear in the challenge.
And I think the bottom two were very clear.
The bottoms were very clear as well. But the lip sync was the fiercest of the season. Now, this is the first good lip sync of the season at all.
Yeah. They both served two different things.
But still gave the song.
Do you believe it was a double save?
Yeah. I'm not mad at it,
I'm not neither. But I need some bitches to start going home.
Right, because no one went episode 1, so this hopefully will be the last one.
Please.
Especially if she's talking about, it's time to stop being safe. Well, get rid of some of these girls, and maybe I won't be.
Okay.
Melody has had wins. She was so fierce and danced her ass off. But the problem was, a lot of times, because Desiree was front and center and looking in the judge's eyes the entire time, I found myself looking at her more, and I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Because my journey with Desiree has been... very interesting. I did not like her at all the first 2 episodes. Then she got into a fight with a different girl. A girl kicked her in the face.
And of course you loved that.
Well, I just believed her finally. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I felt like I understood her more.
Although I did think that, I was like, ooh, this may be the end of the road.
They called Melody Queen safe first.
Yeah.
So they did a fake out for her.
So clearly they didn't take this makeup into accountability.
Melody is the wolf.
I know.
Oh, in terms of the double save?
Yeah.
But the fact that she was in this looking like that, and still sold the song.
She did sell the song, and she lip synced. I don't know what she was singing about, but she lip synced.
I know it's about Brazil.
It was about Brazil.
It was called Brazil. No, it was actually
Yeah,
even though I
Melody
don't,
had danced the house down.
she really did.
And
Hit every little beat of the song.
Desiree had performed. Like she had just emoted and performed, and they both
Gave
were
face and stage presence.
They were both good in their own right.
What do you like? Would you have done it a double save since you asked me about it?
I'm not offended by the double save, but I don't know that I would have done it.
Who would you have kept? Melody?
Melody.
Yeah. I mean, I would have kept Melody because she has done better in the competition, too. Next week is Snatch Game. So I think someone like Bhelchi could do well again. Also, some of the girls like Ruby and Poseidon, they did the awkward back thing. Mm-hmm. Also chemistry, those challenges are harder because you're chemistry with each other. There's a story you got to create there. Hopefully on their own, I think they can create fully formed Snatch Games. But we'll see.
We will see.
Somehow this wig is still hot on my neck.
I'm still trying to see how that even did that. Whenever I stretched and it just.
I picture you at a party or at the bar and just. Oh, Chasity has her breast completely out.
Yeah.
Moving on to France All Stars, where we did girl groups. Group 1 was Mami Watta, Moon, Misty, and Big Bertha.
It didn't knock it out of the park for me. And I think
both groups, there's standout individuals, but there's not
There's not any, as a whole. And to me, I hate to say it, I love her. But Big Bertha looks so cheap and just
Big
not...
Bertha is lucky that she was safe, I think.
I think she was very lucky, too. I thought she should have been in the bottom.
Because she just kind of faded away in this group.
But, even, the feathers are hanging off your corset, and the corset just doesn't look... this is All Stars, and what's happening?
Yeah, they seem to lack some sort of intention, especially at the top.
She just looks not up to par with the rest of the girls. But I do also have to say, Mami Watta needs... a better full coverage foundation.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that this week, too.
Yeah,
I feel like I haven't noticed it.
Especially when they got to that lip sync. I was like, woo.
It's like she didn't have any makeup left.
Girl, she had just pink blush. That's all that was on there.
Maybe she had because, this was a weird one where they did actually both episodes this week were bizarre that they did the runway first. And then we saw the challenge.
I thought that, too.
And so, maybe because she had, didn't she have prosthetics on her face for and I think it was right here for the runway, so maybe
that's what it was.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember her looking that rough in the previous episodes.
And I'm not a fan of the mommy and the hair.
That didn't bother me. I just felt besides Moon, I think her bodysuit looks the most expensive, and the glove matches the boot, everything's together. Mm-hmm. Everyone else
well placed.
Everyone else, in terms of their look,
everybody else looks like they went to the rave section on Amazon and just got what they could get.
And Misty's at the other end, those look like nice pieces. But what's that black section in the middle?
That's her corset showing.
The jacket should have come off. But then she's got the fake corset over that.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
But anyway, in terms of the actual performances of the girl group, Mami Watta was
she was the standout,
kind of the star, and Moon
she
was the star. But then Moon was really cute, too.
Yeah.
I thought Moon did really well. But I do think that, surprisingly...
And I really loved Moon's runway.
Mami Watta's... Oh, my God. Yeah, she had that lip thing. That was insane. That was my favorite of France.
Not my favorite, but I did love it. I do love this look.
Insane.
She looks... absolutely incredible.
It really looked like she did something to her neck.
Oh my goodness, she almost is this is Naomi Campbell level of runway.
And she's from Africa, and so it was representing that. And Moon did a drag king look, which I thought was smart.
I thought it was so sickening.
And there was two of those, and this was by far the better one.
I loved it. I loved the detail and the colors and even the...
She had prosthetics on her face.
The prosthetics on the face
Giant
to make
cheeks.
It look more...
Chad Michaels.
But also more masculine, the extension of the chin and where the cheekbone is and the chest plate. And it doesn't look terrible. And it looks really good, and I love it. Yeah. I love it. And
then the other two in the group, Misty and Bertha. I actually think Bertha's is pretty cool. The white parts do remind me of eggs, but... It's I like that the things moved on her face.
Yeah.
But Misty's, I think, is a real miss.
It's just in comparison to everything else that's up there, it's just okay. I mean, and it's good, but it's just not on the level that.
Yeah, it feels like almost cliche. Group 2, we got Elips, Kam, Punani, and Piche.
To me, Piche was the standout of this entire group for me.
I mean, if you were to pick one person to win,
yeah,
it was Piche. She was the only professional. And it's funny because she's talked about that, but like...
The dancing,
it still wowed me.
The vocal, I don't have a clue what she was singing.
The stage presence.
The stage presence. I was so into it. The look, like, everything looked right. Punani almost falling off of them during that lift. Like, I was like, girl, what is happening?
You know, I'm surprised they didn't bring this up, but like, she's in the middle of doing her verse, which they're not very long, you know? And so part of her verse, walking to that end to get there, to get lifted up.
Yeah.
Clearly, maybe she was late or something, but like that whole time her back is to the judges. We can't see her lip syncing. She's not performing.
Yeah.
She's just like on her way to the bus stop. Like they called out the fact that like, yeah, why did you wear a neck brace for a girl group? It was just a weird choice.
Odd choices. Choices were made.
I think she's not a dancer like that, so she's trying to do stuff to distract, but I feel like it almost made it stand out more because she looked even more stiff because her neck was stiff.
I also want to rewind real quick to the very beginning of this episode when they were doing the fan challenge where they were picking, why are they still here? Who's the most attractive
like
out of drag?
superlatives? Yeah,
the superlative awards. How was Piche not selected as the most attractive out of drag?
They picked Elips? I feel like Elips was random. And she was shocked, too.
Yeah, she was like, I'm the trade of the season? And I was like,
see,
that's questionable.
I actually think Misty would be my trade of the season.
Piche for me.
She didn't do anything for me.
She gets it going over
here. You
want
to flash your titties to her? I think Elips did well, too. Very sexy to start off.
Yes.
But, I mean, once Piche came in, it was just like
Piche was the overall standout. Punani.
Elips was very safe this week. And Kam always, you could see, and they talk about it, too. She's always trying. She's always giving it her all. Group 2's runways. What do we think here? These are a little bit more all over the place.
Yeah.
So I love this picture of Piche's, but watching it on the runway, I feel like we couldn't see it.
I was waiting for Piche to come out of the box.
I know, me too.
And I was like, what? This is really sickening. Oh my God. And then like there was a moment like you see where like Piche kind of like stepped down. Like it looks like Piche was coming out of the box.
I thought it was just her walking away.
And I was like, wait, you're not going to get out of here?
That was bizarre because that takes nerve. That's a bold choice to not walk the runway.
That is a very bold choice.
But as a still image though, it's fierce as hell.
Yes.
Like also I feel like you couldn't see it very clearly.
Yeah.
But I guess the judges could. Also, what?
I'm waiting. Go ahead. This next one.
Elips. Since she's doing the substance, I expected you to crawl out the back. It gave Hills Have Eyes.
It gave Zombie Return from the 1960s prom.
Yeah, I would go with that one too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Elips usually is... This season so far, she's been very successful in that way. Kam also gave like a drag king vibe, but also didn't.
But not to the same Like it was like
she just wore the bodysuit.
Ooh.
Like she didn't do anything. Like she's still fully femme with the hair and makeup.
Yeah, it was a lesser version of what
I love the idea of doing the bodysuit and then having like the suit details.
Yeah.
But I felt like they felt like extra things added on. It didn't feel like it was actually a part of that. And then Punani, what was she supposed to be?
Confusion.
She also belongs on Drag.
Punani had been confusion. My top look was Moon.
So do you think Moon should have been top 2 this week?
I thought so.
So would you have had
I would have had Piche and Moon. But
it's hard though because Mami Watta was
so good too.
She was literally the star of the group.
She was, and her runway was so good. Like I don't know.
Punani and Kam were the bottom 2. But yeah, I think as we said earlier, I think Bertha could have been bottom 2 as well.
Bertha could have hit that bottom 2.
Maybe.
I feel like her gig is almost up.
I wouldn't necessarily put either one of them. Put her down there below them though. Because I did like Bertha's runway better, actually, than both of them.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe that's why, but I think it could have been a bottom 3. Yeah. Let them pick between 3 of them.
Overall, Bertha just, to me, has not... She's not
No.
the all-star.
Yeah.
Because, like, she technically was eliminated first, and then they said nobody's going home.
Right. Right, she would have gone home that week. Mami Watta did that too, didn't she?
And after watching it, I could have been okay with it.
This lip sync for the win, it reminded me of what happened with Piche on her season. She is the singer, she is the performer on her seasons, but this weird thing happens when she lip syncs for her live or for the win, clearly, where, like, it doesn't ever fulfill what we know she can do.
I was like...
She spent so much time looking at Mami Watta.
Yeah.
And, like, Mami Watta was giving cute, she was giving face, she was selling it, she had her props, which I was like that. I mean, when they first walked out and she was in the black look, I was like, Piche's going to take this. And, you know,
for sure.
Mami looks cute, but, like, it's hokey pokey. But it worked. And Piche, like, spent so much time worrying about what she's doing and not really giving any face.
And Piche is such an amazing, like, performer and dancer, and there were dance moments where she was really turning it, and then...
She does some great spins.
And I was like, wait a minute, what's
But she, like,
happening
Mami Watta's doing the, like, break it down, and she literally copies her.
Yeah.
Like, does the same, like, walks over, sees that she's doing it, and
I don't know if
copies
that's, like, something that's in the music video or what's happening. But, yeah, Mami Watta definitely won this lip sync.
I was a little annoyed that we could see when she was showing us her booty.
Yeah, I
we
was
can
like,
see
what's
through her
happening
tights.
back there?
You can see a little underwear or a little bumper.
A little bumper.
You gotta make sure that's covered up, gal. If you're gonna show it to us.
Giving out all our ancient Chinese secrets.
Even at the end, like, she, like, made it about her Mami Watta at the end.
Yeah.
The song ends, and she's staring at her.
Well,
like,
she knew. At least she wasn't delusional.
But if she would have just served whatever she planned to do that day.
She could have beat Mami Watta.
She could have, totally. I mean, we've seen that time and time again with her actual, like, performances that aren't for lip syncs. I think it's just the process of getting in the lip sync for your life.
She knows she's competing.
She freaks her out.
Yeah.
Because every time I think she's going to come out and slay and win, and she ain't ever won a lip sync.
Well, maybe you should stop thinking that, and you should...
I want any more.
Maybe next time it'll... Also, I do have to take a shout out. Nicky's hair...
Nicky looked great in this.
I need that
red.
Whatever hair she had on. Oh,
and
my goodness.
the pink and the jewel tones with that was great.
She looked amazing. Her hair's kind of been the tea all season.
Yeah, she looked great all season.
Yeah.
This elimination was shocking because so far, the queen that's... Every time that a queen's gone home, they've had two bottoms.
Yeah.
It wasn't their first time in the bottom. Kam, this was her second bottom, so it should have, you know, on paper should have been her time. Punani just won last week. And Kam was in the bottom last week. And it was her first time in the bottom. And Mami Watta chose to send Punani home. Why do you think that is?
Well, she probably was being a little strategic. Punani is probably...
I think it is smarter.
Smarter, yeah, because it's Punani's bigger competition. Also, Punani bombed kind of hard this week.
She did.
Yeah. She bombed pretty hard.
But this was really nice to see. Like, the eliminations have been very emotional and very touching. This whole season has.
It seems like they really have a bond and they care about each other.
It's been like that since episode 1.
Yeah.
But also Nicky really sets that precedent. I did hear immediately doing the watch along with Patreon members that Mami Watta was already getting a lot of backlash online for making this decision. Because Punani is very popular in France.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. She's got to win.
Right. And at the end of the day, neither one of them was going to win the show to me. But apparently there's something about Punani's drag that really connects with people in France. Yeah. But next week is a makeover, and Kam is going to, like, that's what she does.
I got a feeling.
Like, she's got the beat.
Big Bertha's going down.
Oh, Bertha. That was a weird episode where they just chose not to have any winners on her season for the makeover. But she was spot on.
And what's kind of crazy is, like, how all these, like, super, like, mainstream challenges are so back to back to back. Like, there's no, like...
Yeah.
Because the week before was Snatch Game, this week was the girl group, and then
Talent
boom,
show,
makeover. And I'm like, whoa, okay, we're just hitting it.
This season's supposed to be 8 episodes, which is like how All Stars 2 was, you know?
Yeah.
What's left? They haven't done, like, an acting challenge or improv. That'd be fun to see.
Musical? Because it wouldn't be a rusical.
I think they still call it rusical.
Do they? I can't remember.
Some of the franchises do.
So, yeah, that'll...
And they've had some good ones. Yeah, I'd like to see a rusical.
The girl groups were decent, so I'd be interested. Yeah, but my money's on Big Bertha going home next week.
I could see that. And also, like, at this point, it's her and Moon without wins. But Moon has at least been a runner-up.
Moon is, like, consistent.
Right. She's not been in the bottom. She's been the runner-up to challenges. But she was a little frustrated this week that she didn't get the win.
Yeah.
So it would be great to see her get it.
We shall see.
Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. Up first, Africa America coming through for us. And this is in reference to the rumored cast for the All-Stars UK video. Oh. She said that it's missing Michael Maroli. She said, I'd replace Alexis St. Pete and Jombers with 2 others. And then next, this is about the whole Mistress and Willam feud. They feel like it's completely manufactured. Just them messing with us. They're working to punk us all. Love your channel. Mera, Chloe, Chasity, Fabrielle, and esteemed guests. You have the best co-stars.
Thank you.
And I like that someone is finally here the week that they're named.
Yeah.
Because they named them all. But let us know what you think about all the Mistress drama. Are you on Mistress or Eureka's side? And what you think about Brazil and France All-Stars this week. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you get to see us.